In the heart of Rajasthan, believe it or not, just a few hours from each other, there are two temples for the very same god, Hanuman. But here's the thing. They couldn't be more different. They are two sides of the same coin, each with its own incredible, and honestly, sometimes pretty unsettling, mysteries. So let's just dive right in.
But first, I want you to think about this. What if there was a place where everything we think we know, the rules of our world, just seemed to bend? A place where what people experience is so intense, so real, that it pushes right up against the edge of what science can even explain. Well, that's exactly where we're headed first.
Our first stop is Mehandipur, Balaji. And let me tell you, this isn't your typical quiet place of worship. It feels more like an arena, where the spiritual world and our physical world are in a constant collision. People say that unseen forces are, well, very much seen and felt here, and what happens can completely defy logic.
Yeah, at Mehandipur, you're not just watching from the sidelines, you're in it. The air itself feels electric. You hear these chants and sometimes even screams that are totally real and, frankly, can be pretty jarring. It's an experience that pulls you right in. It can be intense for sure, but for so many, it's also life-changing.
And the mysteries here, they just keep stacking up. First off, unlike literally any other temple, you can't eat the offerings, the prasad, or take it with you. A constant stream of water flows from a tiny hole in the idol's chest. Public exorcisms? Yeah, that's a regular sight. The main idol's face is always covered. And maybe the most chilling rule of all, you are seriously warned not to look back when you leave.
So you're probably wondering, how does this all work? Well, it's like a divine team-up. The temple has three main deities working together. You've got Balaji, who's Hanuman, providing relief. Then there's Raj Sarkar, who is literally the king of spirits, and he's the one who passes judgment. And finally, Kotwal Bhairav, the captain, who handles the punishment. It's like this cosmic court, all focused on one thing: getting rid of dark forces.
Okay, so let's take a deep breath and travel from the sheer intensity of Mehandipur to the peaceful, serene world of Salasar Balaji. The story of this temple isn't about fighting spirits. It's a story about a promise, a deeply personal bond between a god and his most faithful follower.
The origin story here is just wow. It's pure miracle. It all starts in the 18th century. A devotee named Mohandas has a vision of Hanuman. Okay, fast forward to 1811. A farmer is plowing his field and bam, he unearths an idol that looks exactly like the one from the vision. That very same night, Hanuman appears in dreams to both the farmer and Mohandas, telling them to take the idol to a place called Salasar. So they put it on a cart, let the bullocks lead, and the cart stops all by itself right on the exact spot where the temple was meant to be.
And that's why the idol at Salasar looks the way it does. It's one of a kind. It shows Hanuman with a beard and a mustache, because that's the specific human-like way he showed himself to his beloved devotee, Mohandas. It's a beautiful symbol of a really personal connection with the divine.
Now let's talk about another miracle at Salasar. It can pretty much be summed up with this number right here, 300 plus. Any guesses? What could possibly last for over 3 centuries without a single break?
That's right, it's the Duni, a sacred fire that was first lit by Sant Mohandas himself. For more than 300 years, that flame has never, ever gone out. Devotees believe its sacred ash has these incredible healing powers, that it can cure illnesses with faith alone. Just amazing.
So here we are. We've got two temples, both for Hanuman, but with totally different idols, completely different vibes, and wildly different rituals. Let's actually put them side by side, because when you see it like that, you really get how they show two unique faces of faith.
I mean, look at this. The contrast is just night and day. In Mehandipur, Hanuman is in his child form, his face is hidden, and the main event is exorcism. The atmosphere is, to put it mildly, intense. Then you go to Salasar, and he's human-like with a beard, and the main ritual is tying coconuts to make a wish. The whole vibe is peaceful. Even what they do with offerings is a world apart. In one place, you can't take it with you. In the other, it's treated with this unique kind of reverence.
So what on earth happens to all of those coconuts at Salasar? You won't believe this. They don't crack them open or burn them. The story goes that decades ago, a temple priest had a dream that the coconuts actually held the devotees' sacred wishes. So today, they collect millions of them and respectfully bury them nearby, like they're preserving the faith that's tied up inside each one.
So we have one temple that's all about divine intervention in a crisis, and another that's all about divine connection. They are two totally different paths, but you know what? They both lead to the exact same place, this deep, powerful faith in Hanuman. So you really have two faces of the same powerful faith. Mehandipur shows us Hanuman as the ultimate protector, this fierce warrior who steps in to fight unseen battles when people are at their lowest. But Salasar? That shows us Hanuman as the provider, the compassionate God who answers a single person's prayer and goes on to grant the wishes of millions.
You know, when you boil it all down, from the intensity of an exorcism to the simple, quiet hope tied into a coconut, both of these places are living, breathing proof of the incredible power of faith and of this active, ongoing relationship between us and the divine.
And that kind of leaves us with one last big question to think about. Are these temples actual places of supernatural miracles that we just can't explain? Or is the real miracle the power of human faith itself? A force so strong it can create protectors when we're in the dark and providers when we need hope. What do you think?